Hello everyone, Equipment here, and welcome to some gameplay commentary on one of my newer builds. I finally get back to melee, and now I'm playing my Cleave build actually. And of course I'm going to talk more about this character later. But first let's play this map and have some fun. This is not a high level map, and I am not that high level either. I'm level 81, so not that very high level. But I also want to say that it has been a lot of fun to play as a melee build again. Even though I don't think this particular Cleave build I'm playing right now will be as powerful as my Incinerate Witch, which is one of my strongest characters I ever made. See my damage there, it's not godlike by any means, but it's doing its job, I want to say. The most important thing is fun to me, fun for me to play so far. I have some more damage taken in skill tree, and still need to ascend for like another time, but well, I'm quite happy with it so far. So let's go and clear some enemies here. And by the way, sorry for the lack of videos for like a week. I've been busy playing I'm playing a lot of games, and I forgot to actually make something. Also, I want to say something which isn't really about Path of Exile, but I have started to lose a little bit of interest in YouTube. More than before, so I still think here and there sometimes I'm thinking about, should I continue making YouTube videos, or should I at least take a break, or maybe it isn't something for me anymore. I know I'm saying this only because I don't getting a lot of views and subscribers and all that. Well, it's a little bit partially that, but well, the thing for me losing interest in making YouTube videos, it has been going on for like a year now. Even the time when I get a lot of subscribers and views, which was last year, even then I was starting to thinking a little bit, put so much time to making videos. Well, it depends what you say when it comes to putting a lot of time. Like the video I'm making right now, it's nothing special. It takes me like half an hour to make. I don't want to make something like this all the time, and I started running out of ideas what to make in Path of Exile. Yeah, I couldn't just make new builds, make build guides, but I don't want to make a build just because I need to make a video on YouTube. I'm only making builds in Path of Exile because I want to play them. So I don't want to do that, and I have done so many videos on Path of Exile. It's starting to getting hard to figure out something new. I'm usually doing this gameplay I'm playing as I'm doing right now to get a video to do when I try to figure out something more interesting to do. But it's getting hard, and it's not Path of Exile's fault. I have played this game for so many years, and Path of Exile is still fun, but figure out something to actually make, that's starting to getting hard. So maybe if any of you have any ideas what I can make, please let me know. Also, another thing when it comes to it doesn't go in that well for my YouTube anymore. Well, one thing is I'm probably making the wrong type of content. People are not interested in the type of content I do, and when I just said I'm running out of ideas, that is probably one of the biggest reasons. And number two, I don't making the videos with high enough quality. The video quality on this video is not that very high. I want myself, and I actually consider myself quite a bad video editor. And yeah, that's probably the biggest things. And also I have so much competition when it comes to Path of Exiles, which I didn't had back in the day. But well, whatever. That is at least some of my thoughts. But anyway, let's go to something more fun to talk about. Let's talk about this character right now. Actually, we'll talk about the skill tree first. I'm going to show my gear. And yes, what I'm gonna say right now, you're probably not gonna like this, so feel free to write in the comments some angry comments on how I did an absolutely stupid thing when I made this build. I'm using Cleave, so I'm using Overwhelming Odds, the Yule, which grant me Fortify when I hit an enemy. And I have Fortitude, so I always have Fortify, which is probably not a good idea when I have this one. But I took it anyway because I want to have 100% all the time, every time Fortify. Even though this one gave me, and I probably can keep up my fortify like indefinitely by using this one, but I took this anyway. So feel free to write in the comment that was a bad choice, but I took it anyway. But of course, if you want to do something like this, you don't have to do that. But I took it anyway. I also took Inspirational, and I want to take First to Strike, Last to Fall. I don't really feel for taking the taunt stuff here, but they are probably quite good as well, especially Worthy Foe, that's quite nice. Let's go to the actual skill tree. I went for attack speed, physical damage in the beginning, then the armor evasion life here. I went for Master Arena, Bravery, Artificial Gladiator, Devrish. I have another Euro Socket here, which is another overwhelming odds, which actually increases my AoE the more enemies are close to me, so I can have an absolutely massive cleave against enemies. Also have Golem's Blood, Cloak and Chain. I went this way here. I took Vitality Void, and here is my source of mana and mana leech. I went this way up here. I took Delintent, I don't know how to pronounce that. I have Twin Terrors, and I have Thick Skin. And moving to the other side, and actually I'm going to talk more about these ones later when I talk about my gear. And you can probably guess when I'm saying that what type of gear I'm using. You probably saw it before. I have the whole big rifle here, and Path to the Warrior. And you saw this one before, this one overwhelming odds. I have War's Blood. And then I will take these notes here when I'm leveling up a little bit more. I have Heart of the Warrior, I have Versatility, Born to Fight, Strong Arm, Barbarism, Dismembering. I also almost forgot I have By the Blade as well. It also ties into what type of weapon I'm using. I have Bonebreaker, Mace Note, again, the weapon I'm using. And I have Razor's Edge and Blade Master. And I also have Jackrabbit. That's my basic skill tree, yeah? Let's take a look at my gear. When it comes to these notes here, I'm just going to show them. This one there, you can see they're giving both claw, daggers and sword damage, for example. And attack speed, a lot of attack speed. This weapon here is Van Astra, and this weapon counts as all one-handed weapons. So this weapon are a dagger, it is a claw, it is a sword, axe, mace, you name it. Which means that all of these three notes here, that is triple value on these notes here, which is an absolutely massive amount of damage to this build. Also, when it comes to damage, I'm not entirely sure if actually gonna be a crit build. I don't have that high crit chance, so actually we can take a look at that fast here. See now, I'll go for Cleave, and my crit chance are 35%. It's not that very high, but it's something. But is it worth that investment? I don't really know myself yet, so that's something I'm thinking about. Anyway, I'm using Van Astra, 2 of them, I'm dual wielding them. I'm using a standard, relatively defensive helmet. I should really upgrade this helmet because it's quite old, but it has some good stats. I'm using this quite terrible ring, but it gave me a lot of resistance, but it should have a lot more life, at least 50 more life. Same thing with this ring here, could have been a lot better, have a little bit low on the life side, and I should really upgrade this ring as well. I have a quite decent amulet here. Life, some resistance and some stats. This armor here, you may recognize it. I had it in on my Incinerate Witch, so I just stole it from my Incinerate Witch and reroll the colors, because why should I go and get another armor, the 16th armor, when I can just use another one I had. And when I want to play my Incinerate Witch again, I can just roll back the right colors on it and play with this one. I have these gloves here, not the best, but they're decent. Using this belt here, which I can't pronounce, but basically this belt gave me, when I have Fortify, I have Onslaught. So I always have Onslaught when I'm using this belt here. Maybe not the absolutely best belt I could use, but it works, and I really want the attack speed. And finally these boots here. They have some life and resistance, and they're relatively good. I have this flask here, a bubbling flask. I have this flask here, which increased recovery rate, so it will heal me faster. I have a diamond flask for some crit chance and remove bleeding. I have some movement skills, movement flask here, which are quite nice. I like them, and that's pretty much my item setup for my skill gems. Let's see now if I can find them. My Cleave are supported by faster attacks, maim, critical strike chance, chance to bleed, and melee physical damage. Yes. And then I'm using some auras. I'm using hatred, and I'm using pure Herald of Purity. I'm also using Blood Rage for some extra attack speed and extra leech, and also I get a chance to get frenzy charges, which also give me attack speed and more damage. And I'm using both a Whirling Blade and Leap Slam. I have them here, and they are both supported by faster attacks and Blood Make. Then I just have some random gems here, like I have my Blood Rage together with increased duration. I have a melee splash leveling up here, and here is my Herald of Purity. And I have a double strike there leveling up for no reason, but I do it anyway. I have hatred there, and I have Hell of Ash there, which are also leveling up. And that's pretty much my skill gems and all that. If you have any questions about this build here and ideas how to improve it, please let me know in the comments. And also, by the way, before I go, I'm actually starting to work on an lightning strike build, and that's going to be an ranger, so I will see how that goes, and let's see. I'm gonna see if I can show it off in some couple of days, but I don't want to promise anything, but that's going to be interesting. And lightning strike looks awesome. Anyway, tell me what you think about this build and what I've been doing, and I thank you all for watching, and I see you guys next time.